Yes, in this exercise 7.5 we will find out the integration of a rational function. Rational function means which can be written in this form, px by qx, where px is any function in variable x, qx is also any function, qx is not equal to 0. In this type of function, if degree of px is more than degree of qx, in that case you will divide px by qx. But second case, this is case 1. Listen again. In this exercise we will find out the integration of rational function. Rational function means px by qx. In the numerator any equation is given to you, in the denominator also any equation in variable, same variables given to you. If degree of px is more than degree of qx, in that case you will divide px by qx. This is case 1. In second case, if degree of qx is less than px, in that case if this qx, you will factorize this qx in form of linear factors. Px may be anything, it may be constant term, it may be any linear factor, but degree of px should be less than qx. In that case you will factorize qx. Suppose you are getting two linear factors, in that case this complete term can be written as a by first linear factor plus b by second linear factor, and you will find out value of constant terms a and b. Suppose qx is any cubic equation, in that case three factors will be there, three linear factors. In that case you will take a by first linear factor plus b by second linear factor plus c by third linear factor. Any order of these linear factors you can take. Now suppose if in any cubic polynomial, in place of three different factors, if two factors are same and one is different, in that case you will take a by first linear factor plus b by second linear factor plus c by square of this linear factor, means you will take in this form. Now if any cubic polynomial, in place of linear factors, if it is factorized in form of one is linear factor and second is any quadratic equation. Listen again, if any cubic polynomial is factorized in this way, means further factorization of this quadratic equation is not possible. In that case you will take a by linear factor plus, here if second factor is any quadratic equation, in that case you will not take constant term b, here you will take bx plus c in case of any quadratic equation. Suppose if any cubic polynomial is factorized in form of one linear factor and one quadratic factor, in that case you will take a by linear factor, or you can take like this also, ax plus b divided by, firstly you can take quadratic factor plus c divided by, plus c divided by now linear factor you can take. Any order you can take, both methods will be correct. Now if 4 degree polynomial is there in the denominator in place of qx, and in factorization if you have two quadratic equation and further factorization is not possible, in that case you will take ax plus b divided by first quadratic factor plus cx plus d divided by next quadratic factor. So in case of square you will take b by first linear factor plus c by square of, suppose one factor is repeated 3 times. If factorization of qx, this is cubic polynomial, same factor you are getting 3 times, in that case you will take a by this factor power 1 plus b by the same factor power 2 plus c by the same factor power 3. Then this complete result you will write down like this. Then again comparing on both sides you will get the value of these constant terms. So this is the just basic related to this 7.5 exercise. Now today we will start this exercise. In 7.5 exercise, question number 1. Find the integration of the rational function, and rational function is given to you x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2. We will find out integration of this function. So here in this case we are not taking integration first, you will take just this function x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2. Here degree of this qx polynomial is more than px. Degree of denominator is more than numerator. So no need to divide it. And factorization is already done. Both the factors are linear factor. So this can be written as a divided by first linear factor plus b divided by second linear factor. Any order of these linear factors you can take. Now LCM of these two will be x plus 1 into x plus 2. X plus 2 multiplied by a into x plus 2 plus b is multiplied with x plus 1. Here also x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2. This denominator is cancelled. Now this can be written as ax plus 2a, b is multiplied bx plus b. Now comparing both side coefficient of x and constant term. Here coefficient of x is 1. On this side coefficient of x is a plus b. Taking these two terms together containing x. And now constant term on this side is 0. And constant terms taking together on this side it becomes 2a plus b. So you have these two equations. From this equation value of b is minus 2a. Put here in place of b minus 2a. When you will simplify it, you will get minus a is equals to 1, or you can say a is equals to minus 1. And when you will put here value of a, you will get plus 2. So 2 and minus 1, these are the values of a and b. So here this given function x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2, this can be written as sum of these two parts. Now in place of a, put the value of a minus 1 by x plus 1 plus second integration is in place of b write down 2 divided by x plus 2 dx. You can take this constant terms common outside the integration, minus sign here. Now what is integration of 1 by x plus 1? This is log x plus 1, because this is linear equation. Derivative of x plus 1 is 1. Here also this minus sign remains as it is. Now this 2 constant term remains as it is. Integration of 1 by x plus 2 is log x plus 2 and plus integration constant c. So this is the integration of a given function. So in this way you will find out. You can further simplify it. All of you know that 2 can be written like this, because formulas are there. Log m raised to power n, or you can say n into log m, this is equals to log m raised to power n. So by using this formula, this 2 into log mod x plus 1 can be written as log x plus 1 whole square. And one more formula is there, log m minus n. Sorry, log m divided by n, it can be written as log m minus log n, or you can say log m minus log n, it can be written as log m by n. So here let us suppose this is log m minus log n, so it can be written as log m by n, means log x plus 1 square divided by mod x plus 1 plus integration constant c. This is x plus 2, not x plus 1. This plus integration constant c. So this is the integration of a given function. Listen again. Here this given function, this is px, this is qx. In this some degree of qx is less than px. That's why no need to divide these two functions. These two are linear factors. So this function can be written as a by first linear factor plus b by second linear factor. Now simplifying, comparing the coefficients of x and constant terms, you will get the value of a and b. After finding the value of a and b, this complete integration can be written as sum of these two functions, integration of sum of these two functions. And now these two functions are simple functions. You can integrate these two, and after that use formulas of these logarithmic formulas. You can simplify these, and this is the integration of a given function. Now question number 2. In second question, 1 by x square minus 9. Now you will factorize this. After factorization, this x square minus 9 can be written as x minus 3 and x plus 3. So two linear factors are there. So this given function without integration, it can be written as a by first linear factor plus b by second linear factors. Now when you will compare both sides, then you will get 1 is equals to a into x plus 3 plus b into x minus 3. So on this side coefficient of x is 0, here coefficient of x is a plus b. Now constant term is 1 on this side, on right hand side constant terms 3a minus 3b. From this result a is equals to minus b in place of, or you can say b is equals to minus a. Here in place of b write down minus a, it becomes plus, means 6a is equals to 1, or you can say a is equals to 1 by 6 and b is equals to minus 1 by 6. These are the values of these constant terms a and b. Now this given integration, it can be written as 1 by, sorry, value of a is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 divided by first linear factor x minus 3. Now second value of b, which is equals to minus 1 by 6 divided by second linear factor x plus 3. And these constant terms you can take common outside the integration. After that you can use the formula of integration of 1 by x minus 3, which is equals to log x minus 3. Integration of this function is log x plus 3, and after that you will simplify it. And if you see here, without using this method, direct you can find out integration of this function also, because this 9 can be written as square of 3, and here you can use the formula of integration of this form 1 by x square minus a square. So both methods gives you same answer. So you can use any one method, either by using this method or using formula of direct of this form. So this is question number 2. So in today's homework you will do up to question number 5. Clear? Now in question number 3rd and 4th, I am just telling you what will you do, but you will solve yourself. In question number 3 and 4, 3 factors given to you in the denominator. This is px. So here you will take a by first linear factor, b by second linear factor plus c by third linear factor. After that you will find out value of constant terms a, b and c. But in question number 5, quadratic equation in the denominator is given to you. Firstly you will factorize this quadratic equation, and after that you will get two linear factors. You will write down a by first linear factors plus b by second linear factor. So in today's homework you will do up to question number 5. Thank you.